Oh, man, I've been thinking about this for a long time. I've been watching press conferences. If you saw yesterday's video, we're talking about Palmer being back, Chelsea potentially being in a title race. This game is everything, isn't it? This is the big dog. Yes, guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome to the George Benson football channel for your Chelsea versus Arsenal Premier League preview. This game is huge. I don't think anyone needs to state that anymore. We all know it. We can all feel it in our bones. But for once in recent memory, I'm going into this game watching Chelsea against, right now, in my opinion, the best team in the world. I know that people hated that I've said that. But realistically, they're playing the best football. They're winning every game. They hardly concede any goals. But I'm going to tell you in this video why I think we're going to win tomorrow. This isn't my score prediction. I'll let you know my score prediction at the very end. But I think Chelsea are going to win. And whether or not that's just because when you watch this video, I'll probably be flying somewhere over Turkey or Europe or potentially even landed in London at the time in which you engage with this piece of content. So obviously, I'm going there because I want us to bloody win, all right? It's going to be a very difficult game of football. There's no if, buts, or maybes about this. Arsenal, in my opinion, across all competitions right now, they're the hardest team to play against. Arteta's been there for so long. And I said at the start of the season, it's make or break for him. If he doesn't win the Premier League this season, then will he ever do it? And I think there's even that feeling now at Arsenal where even though they're, however many points is it, 6 points clear of us right now, we're going to aim to change that to 3, all right? If Arsenal beat Chelsea, I genuinely think the league is over. And I know that's a crazy, crazy thing to say. It's a redonkulous statement to make when we're only in November. But if Chelsea are 9 points behind Arsenal and nobody else is really looking like being serious this season, you never know with Man City, but I don't think they're hungry enough. I don't think Man City have got it in them. Liverpool, well, we all know what's happened there, don't we? They're struggling big time. I wouldn't be surprised if Slot loses his job in the very near future. And other than that, I think it's only Chelsea. So it is up to us to stop Arsenal winning the Premier League. And I genuinely think the exponential, accumulative impact that winning this game could have on this Chelsea team can actually propel us towards potentially winning it. And I'm serious about that. I know a lot of people are kind of nervous about talking about winning the Premier League. If you're there, and I said this last season, yes, it was premature, but we've grown so much in the last 12 months. So if we are there, we've got to go for it. And I think Chelsea being underdogs, even probably in this match, to be honest, it suits us. We've known this forever, that when Chelsea are the underdogs and nobody expects anything, what do? It's the history of the bloody Chelsea, mate. We turn up, we show up, we prove to everyone that we are the real deal. Now, if Arsenal aren't taking Chelsea seriously, they should be. If you watched us against Barcelona, which I know virtually every single one of you watching this video did, if you saw how good Chelsea were against Barcelona, then you probably feel the same as me. We can win this. I'm not saying it's nailed on. Of course it isn't. Arsenal were just as good against Bayern Munich. And I'm not going to say they were better than us. They were just as good. They blew them to smithereens, apart from a couple of moments where Manuel Neuer looked more like a 4-year-old running around a park than a very experienced 38, 39-year-old goalkeeper. But Arsenal were very good. They could have scored more goals. And this game couldn't be set up any better. The weather forecast. Yeah, we're going to get that one in today. The weather forecast for London is pouring rain. Fantastic. I went out today and bought a raincoat. Probably the one thing you'd never expect to find in a shop in Dubai. Wow. Camera's even decided it wants to give me a little glow there. It's like, you talking seriousness, Benson? Yeah, I did. I bought a bloody raincoat. But it's going to be wet. It's going to be one of those classics. I'm telling you now, this game is going to be good. It's just going to be brilliant. And I really hope that Chelsea can come out on the right side of this one. Because if we do, we are 3 points behind Arsenal. We beat them. We put a nail in what right now is a tyre that is moving quick. It's rapid. Arsenal are growing game after game after game. And I want to talk about them here because as much as this is a rivalry, as much as I don't like Arsenal, I think everybody in the world knows that, I've got to give them praise, man. I've got to give them some respect because the football that they're playing is incredible. The way that they suffocate teams, the goals that they score from set pieces, yeah, it's annoying. Of course it's flipping annoying, but what is most annoying is they keep winning. And that is the truth. If it's Chelsea, I don't care how we score. If it's own goals, if it's only from corners, great, just keep doing it, keep winning me football matches. For Arsenal, there's added spice to everything right now, because what is it? 21 years without a Premier League title? A lot of Arsenal fans would never have even tasted this. And if they did, they would have only been kids. All my mates that are Arsenal fans, they don't really know. As a 10-year-old, like, yeah, you can probably remember it, but do you know what it really feels like? Arsenal, it's been a long time coming. And we have got to do everything in our power to make sure that wait, that delay goes on for an eternity. Now, I have been going backwards and forwards in my brain. It's been racing. And it started racing even more when Enzo Maresca's press conference today, which is yesterday if you're watching this on Saturday, Enzo Maresca confirmed that Cole Palmer is back. He's not just back, but he's ready and available to start against Arsenal. And this has got me thinking, well, Chelsea's best player is Cole Palmer. Maresca says it himself. Do we just run him straight back into the starting 11 here? I genuinely still don't know. At the time of me recording this, I keep going backwards and forwards. Like, of course I want Cole Palmer out there, but is it one of those where Stamford Bridge doesn't need an introduction to this fixture? Stamford Bridge, as much as you might complain about the atmosphere and how it's not the same as it once was, for example, I'd agree with that. I think it's a fair thing to say. The atmosphere against Barcelona was breathtaking. Now this, on a Sunday afternoon in the rain at the bridge, this is going to be fire. So imagine if the game just isn't quite going in Chelsea's favour. Cole Palmer comes off of the bench. What does Stamford Bridge do? Rise to their feet. Everybody's got anticipation. The crowd become the 12th man. Now, there is one thing that I want to talk about here, and I hate the fact I'm saying this. Anthony Taylor. Yes, you guys who have been watching this channel for 6 years now will know I flipping hate this geezer. I don't like him, but I will say we've had a bit more luck with him in recent memory, but if this guy ruins this football match, I swear, man, it'd be a real shame. I'm joking. No, I'm not going to do anything crazy, okay? Don't worry about it. I'm in London. But Anthony Taylor is refereeing this game. Like, everything in my head is set up to think that this can go wrong. But I don't think we need to rely on the referee. I think Chelsea right now, we have got different components of this team, of this squad, that just fill me with a lot of confidence. And I've said this a lot throughout the course of this week. Right now, I really love this squad. I can see them fighting for one another. I can see that even though there's a lot of questions, when I see the lineups, I don't always think it's perfect in my mind. But what I'm seeing out there on the pitch is effort, fighting for one another, and quality. And I genuinely think now Chelsea are in a position where we've actually got multiple world-class players. In recent years, seasons, we've been reliant on Cole Palmer. If Palmer's not out there, well, goodness knows what we're going to bloody do. Now, we've got another world-class talent, Esteval Willian. We've got Marc Cucurella, who by all accounts right now, in my opinion, is the best left-back in the world. I mean, he pocketed the second-best player in the world and got him substituted. You've also got Caicedo, best DM in world football. Declan Rice is on the other side for Arsenal. I know what you're saying, Benson. You've had some things to say about these two in the past. And I want to address that here now before we build my Chelsea 11. Caicedo and Declan Rice are sensational footballers. There's no doubts about it. But I'm picking Caicedo in my team every day of the week. The way that this guy wins every tackle so clean, the way that Cucurella and Caicedo now have this partnership, right, in the middle and on the left-hand side, this is going to win Chelsea titles. I believe it wholeheartedly, because what Cucurella can do is, it might not be the most beautiful way of defending. It's dogged, it's rugged. And if he needs to show a player inside, guess who's there? Moises Caicedo. And it's the way that Maresca has developed this team so that all of those players can be closer to one another to help one another to eventually just protect that back line, which was an issue. I'm seeing this more and more in recent matches, right? Caicedo now There's no doubts in my mind he's the best DM in the world. Declan Rice is also a great player. And I've realized throughout the course of my time on the internet, the best thing to do is just like avoid all these childish comparison conversations and don't make stupid comments, Benson, about intangibles, especially when you're going to say the words wrong. You all know what I'm talking about. But anyway, I've made up my mind, okay? I've made up my mind. And I'm going to cheat. I'm going to give you 2 different lineups, all right? Because I can. Because it's my channel. I can do whatever I like. Make sure you're subscribed. And also, if you do want to get anything from the Chelsea online megastore, now is the time to do so. It's Blue Friday or Black Friday or whatever it actually was. Those discounts might still be running, but if they're not, then GBFC 10 gets you 10% off everything in the lead up to Christmas. Even the full-priced new stuff that's coming out, 10% off. Check out the links in the QR code. But without any further ado, let's begin with a round of applause for Chelsea's goalkeeper, Mr. Consistent. Why do I say these things? Why am I putting myself in this position? I'm nervous. I'm actually genuinely quite nervous. I'm excited, but I'm bloody nervous. Robert Sanchez is in goal. And I'm not nervous about that because this guy is the real deal now. He's even got a flipping song about him. And it's kind of tongue-in-cheek a little bit if you've heard it. I think it's on Uber Chelsea CFC. Uber Chelsea FC's Twitter account or something. It used to be shite and now he's all right is how the song goes. He's more than all right at the moment. I think Sanchez is one of the top keepers in the Premier League right now, and I'm confident with his ball distribution. Everybody's going to need to be on it on this game, in this match, because Arsenal will have chances. I think that's the thing that we just need to accept. And we've got to be on it. We've got to be ready. We've got to limit the time that they have. For example, Eze. Last week, the amount of space he got in the areas where he just wants to strike the ball. Chelsea need to be aware of that. And I think we will be with Caicedo. I think we will be with aggressive front foot centre halves as we move into the defence. Gusto, Fofana, Chalobah, Cucurella. I can see you already, Benson. How dare you take Reece James out of the starting 11? I'm not doing that. Don't you worry, because as you can see in front of them, I've got Reece James and Caicedo in that midfield. Chelsea, when we play with this 11, when you've got Gusto and James out there, we look fantastic. Malo Gusto, it could be a blessing that he only got 46 minutes against Barcelona because he was magnificent. I'd argue that was the best I've ever seen him play. And there was a great performance against PSG. He's been very good recently, but that Barcelona game, everything was flawless. Everything was clean. And the way that they complement each other, similar to Cucurella and Caicedo on that left side, Gusto and Reece, I love this combination. I never thought I'd say this, you know, loving seeing Reece James in a defensive midfield role. But I think that's what we're going to go for. As we move into the front four, and honestly, this is so difficult. It's so difficult because I don't officially know how fit Cole Palmer is. He is, in my opinion, still the best attacking player. I know that the Esteval train right now, like, I'm very much driving this one big time. But Cole Palmer's Cole Palmer, man. And he's going to want to play this game, isn't he? Like, he's just going to be itching to get out there. But I'm going to go with this. And I don't know if this is going to be right or wrong. Esteval, Enzo, Garnacho, and João Pedro. I don't know how I've left Neto out of this, and this is where Maresca's job is now going to become incredibly difficult. I don't know how Neto can be left out, which is why I've also got this lineup. Sanchez, James, Fofana, Chalobah, Cucurella, Enzo, Caicedo, Esteval, Palmer, Neto, Pedro. Let me know in the comments. I know that the Palmer and Esteval one's probably going to be the favourite, but we're in a good spot right now. We really are in a good spot tactically. We've been able to mould. We've been able to see different things. And I feel as though we're getting closer to knowing what our best team is. And I think the exciting thing about Chelsea right now is that this whole like mid-block, low-block problem that we've got, which is obviously like not what you'd play against Barcelona, probably not what we're going to deal with against Arsenal, although I think it's going to be tough against Arsenal. Don't get me wrong. I think Chelsea are getting there. I think we're getting there when it comes to having the right personnel to be able to break these teams down. I think when we finally get to see Palmer and Esteval clicking, I want to see this as soon as possible. We got Leeds on Wednesday night as well, which is another massive game coming up after this one. But all eyes and focus and attention is on this. I think we will see it at some point during this game. And like I said towards the start of this video, if this isn't going very well, if Arsenal are beating us, or if the game is in some kind of jeopardy and it's close and it's on a knife edge and something needs to happen, bring Cole Palmer off the bench. Let those two go for it and watch how Arsenal scamper. They panic. I'm saying that more through hope than expectation, but I believe in our abilities. And I think that is also something that I really want to see from Chelsea in this game. A lot of the big progress has been the way that we can be reactive to how the other opposition set up and want to play. I think we've got so good at doing that now that I want to see us do exactly what we did against Barcelona. And that is, don't give them an opportunity to play. Relentless. If we win this game of football, we are within 3 points of Arsenal. We inflict that defeat and we show not only England but the world that we are coming for the Premier League. If Arsenal go 9 points clear, I think you might as well give them the title now. I know people don't like hearing that, but I genuinely don't see who can stop them if it isn't us. Chelsea, this is it. This is humongous. Stamford Bridge in the rain on a Sunday afternoon. This is football heritage. This is as big as it gets. And boy, oh boy, am I excited for it. Make sure you are subscribed to GBFC because there hopefully will be a matchday vlog and the 6 things we learned, which will be probably filmed inside the stadium after this game. I hope, if we're allowed, basically. And as well as that, Eunice will still be doing the stream, the watch along on Shootout, and we're going to tune in. I'm going to tune in hopefully through this, which is going to be great. So make sure you subscribe to Shootout. Premier League predictions also went out yesterday, and there was a Liverpool video that went out today. So check that out. And yeah, I don't know what else there is to say. Score prediction. That's what there is. 2-1 Chelsea. I'm going into this with genuine belief that we want this so badly that we can beat them. Arsenal, I think they're the best team in the world right now. And I know that people don't like me saying it, but I genuinely think they are. Like, they just are. In terms of like the way that they're scoring loads of goals now. They still hardly concede, even though they've conceded in the last 2. Like, they're very good. They are very, very good, but so are we. And it's our time to show everybody why and how. Let's go and win this flipping league, man. I will see you at the bridge. Come on, you Blues.